Hey everybody, it's Kathy from Elk Studio, and today I'll be doing the Iron Mountain Beanie tutorial. I'm using the Patton's Alpaca blend, a J hook, and you'll need some scissors. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we will single crochet into the second stitch from the hook. And I like to go into the back of the bump, but you can single crochet into the top loop, whatever is best for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 chains. We're going to turn our work. So we're starting the beanie with a band, as you can see. We're going to chain 1, single crochet into the first stitch, and then just single crochet all the way down. So what this does is it makes the band that you see on the beanie, it just gives it a different look when you do it like that. So you'll just chain 1, and you're going to continue working this until you get to your desired measurement. And so, like for instance, for this particular pattern, for a medium size hat, which is 22 inches, I had 72 rows. So you would continue working until you had 72 rows, and then you could measure it, and it will measure 20 inches because I give 2 inches of ease, or 2 inches for the hat to stretch once the person puts it on. You don't want to make it the actual size of the person's head because the yarn is going to stretch over a period of time. And so that's why when you measure out 20 inches, whatever row you're on, I would say end on an even numbered row, and it'll make sense once we put this together. So go ahead and finish up your band, and I'll meet you back and we'll sew the band. We'll start working in the round. Okay, so you're at the end of your row and you are ready to join your band. What you're going to do is you take your band and you just bring it together like that. And you'll insert your hook into, this is your first row, you'll insert your hook into the first row and do a slip stitch. Chain 1 and do a single crochet back into that same space. Don't worry about closing this up right now. We can do that later. And then you're going to do a single crochet in the side of this band all the way around. And you're basically putting a single crochet inside the side of each single crochet. And this band only has 36, so I ended it on an even number because it's going to make it easier when we do the math. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you had 72 rows, you could have 72 single crochet around your band. and you're just going in the side of the single crochet row. There's a space, and there's your next space. So go ahead and finish up and go all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so we're almost at the end. So this is 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. And remember, if your hat has 72 rows, that would work. You can see this is going to be a smaller sized hat, but this is just to show you how to make the hat from the bottom up. So then we will slip stitch into the first stitch. We're still not going to worry about sewing that up right now. So chain 1 and single crochet into the first stitch. Then you'll double crochet in the same stitch, skip the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next stitch. And that's what you're going to do all the way around, a single crochet and double crochet in the same stitch. That's why you needed it to be an even number of stitches. Skip this stitch, single crochet, and double crochet all the way around again. So go ahead, work your single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch, skip the next stitch all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so we're almost at the end of our single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch, skip the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet, skip the next stitch. Don't let this fool you because this is the slip stitch. So then we're going to skip this stitch. But what I'm going to do is show you a little trick. Because of this slip stitch and you're skipping this stitch, if you just did the single crochet, see how it leaves a little bit more of a gap than, say, right here? Let me show you what I did for this hat. What I did was I just did a slip stitch into the actual slip stitch, and then I did another slip stitch into the first stitch. See how that gathered that, and now you don't have that gap. And the next round, for round 3, will be a single, so we'll chain 1 and single crochet into the back loop only. Okay, you have a front loop and a back loop right here. So you will be doing a single crochet into this back loop only, all the way around. Let's do a few together. See, what that does is it just creates a little bit of a texture that you can see right here. So continue working your single crochet in the back loop only all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end. Okay, so let's do the single crochet in the back loop only in these last 2 stitches. You don't have to slip stitch into the slip stitch on this particular one because it's going to close up nice and tight. All right, and then we will just repeat round 2 of the chain 1, single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch. Skip the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet in the next stitch. You'll do that until you have reached the desired height of your hat, and I'll give you the suggestions in the blog post. So for a 22-inch hat, it usually is about 7.5 to 8 inches in diameter, in length. So just finish up. I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll show you how to close the top, or link to close the top of the beanie in a different link. So be sure and follow that link so you'll know how to close the top of your hat. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.